reach it. I can't reach it. There we go. Hey guys, I'm gonna let everybody try to get in here real quick before I start running my mouth. Hope all is well. Good morning, good evening. How are you? This is okay. So of course I'll be doing the readings, but now I'm doing a video on healing and dark shadow work and all the questions I usually get answered. I want to answer them as far as healing goes, because that's important when you're watching tarot. You're not watching tarot just to watch tarot. You need to watch tarot to heal. So I wanted to go over some things that might help you guys, and with dark shadow work too. So, I'm texting someone to let them know about the video because I'll be forgetting. So, but I'm here for questions. I'm going to do readings in a little while. I want to take a break for a minute to answer questions for you guys about healing. Don't mind my what my daughter called her? Did she call me Wilma Flintstone? My Wilma Flintstone dress. Never mind me. So I'm in the house, but yeah, I wanted to do a video to tell you guys on some things you need to do as far as like healing and that will help you on your journey that I feel like I can help you with. Because it's important. So I'm gonna start now though, so I can, because I gotta do readings too. So I feel like it's important to tell you things because some things, people are stuck in situations and things aren't moving in their life, and this is why you need to know why things are not moving forward on certain things. I just got a reading done myself too on my twin flame journey. It was really, really deep, y'all. Okay, so here I go. I'm texting. Let me stop texting. Okay, let me go because I'm taking forever. Okay. All right. So if you're new, you can click like, subscribe. You can share me, all that good stuff. If you need a reading, it's in the description box on my page. And what else I was gonna say? I'm trying to make sure that's all I'm gonna say. It's hard to multitask. I'm trying my best. Okay, so this is what I need to tell you because we need to go over some things about healing. Okay, so dark shadow work, because everybody always asks me about dark shadow work with 2, 3, 4 on the clock. Here we go. All right. So dark shadow work is the darkest work you do. The dark shadow work is the work you do on yourself that affects you, one into relationships or even triggers that you have from the past. So dark shadow work can be anything from your childhood, because most of the time in the essence that we live in now, in this present moment, you're supposed to always live in this kind of like nostalgic childlike manner, always able to go back to your childhood. But some of us go back to our childhood and are triggered by trauma, and that's called the dark shadow work that we all need to do. So I feel like it's important to do that work because you can't have a productive relationship. You really can't even have a productive job, really. Sometimes I think those are things that we're triggered by, and that's something that we need to work on. So and I get so many questions about this. So the first thing I'll say with the dark shadow work is I used to be morbidly obese, so it's basically going back to the 7 deadly sins. What do you suffer from? Okay, so that's how I want to, with 3, 4, 5, start with that. The 7 deadly sins. So the first sin I suffered from was gluttony, because I was really morbidly obese. Like I was 355 pounds. Like somebody said, they watched the videos earlier. I was huge, so, but I was eating my emotions. And if you notice, the majority of people that have a weight problem, and it's not talking about nobody because I've been on both sides of the track, are eating our feelings. We eat our feelings. And I still do that sometimes when I'm upset about something, or when I'm triggered, I get upset and I eat things. So, especially when being an empath now, not knowing how to channel my feelings, sometimes I tend to eat and I shouldn't. So, overeat. Okay. So that was one thing I had to work on. And I had parent issues, and that I'm fine with talking about now. My mom and dad separated when I was really young. So that was something that I had daddy issues, if you want to, it wasn't that he was absent. He just stayed in a different state and I didn't see him. So, it was a trigger for me. And so, I didn't know how to deal with men going forward because I didn't have a male around. So that was me realizing before 5, 6 on the clock that I was like not in a good headspace. So I was, it was like, how do I put it? I didn't know how to treat a man because I wasn't around one. I was raised with my grandma and my mom. So that was an issue going forward for me that triggered into situations where I had been told by men I didn't know how to talk to them or respect them. And it's because I watched my mama be a savage. My mama was an Aquarius. So that was I tapped into my masculine. I tapped into my masculine energy instead of my feminine energy. I was trained to guard myself and to protect myself. And so that's what I did. And so anybody ever seen was this warrior. They never seen the inside of who I really was, how nice I really was, because I was always going off. So, with that being said, that was an issue. So that was something that I needed to work on. And I went ahead and I went deep. So my journey started 3 years ago, believe it or not. In December, it would be 3 fucking years. 3 years of spiritual awakening. Good. It's been a long time, but it's been 3 years. I had to gut myself of friends, family members, things that were toxic to me. It was a walk with God. I really can't there's no other way. It was a walk with God. It was a experience of a lifetime. I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world. But was it horrible? Does it get horrible? Hell yeah. Dark shadow work get horrible. That was like, I had to go back. I had been in abusive relationships. So dark shadow work for me was going back to each situation where I was abused. So whether it be that house or, those buildings that still stood, those apartment complexes that I had issues with people in, I had to go back and I had to sit there. And some of those places I collapsed and cried at because I couldn't actually feel my emotions those days. I was a teenager and got jumped on by a guy that I was dating, and I had to go back and walk through that. And then I had to walk through places where I had horrible relationships, where memories, where it was triggers for me. And even going back home to my grandmother's house after she passed, whom I consider my mom, was a trigger. I had to stay there. So it was a trigger for me. So I had to face those demons that I didn't want to face. That is the dark shadow work. The dark shadow work consists of you laying in the middle of the floor for days sometimes, not taking a shower or a bath for a day or two because you just laying there. It's sorrow and pain that you choose. It's you telling your inner child how sorry you are for letting these things go on and for how you didn't allow yourself to express yourself. Because we always apologize to other people, but we never apologize to our inner child. So I ask you, how many things have you allowed, or people you allowed to hurt you as a child that you let get away with, even yourself? So I had to apologize to myself. And apologizing to myself consisted of me being honest to say, hey, I let people do this, even in relationships. It was times I knew that I shouldn't have been dealing with somebody, and I just continued on doing it. And that was the dark shadow work. The dark shadow work consists of me being single for, off and on basically for 3 years, celibate. You know what I'm saying? Like taking time to myself. Morning, noon, night, and day, it's not a change. I don't go out and party and then, and if I do, I'm partying with a couple friends. I'm having a couple drinks. I come home because I'm lame. I'm outside 3 hours and I'm picking up on everybody's energy, so I'm back in the house. But that time, the main thing that people do not want to do that is part of your healing is sitting by yourself for days and weeks at a time. That is the key. If you cannot do that, if you cannot sit with your kids and go to work, we got a problem. You got to shut out your mom, your dad, everybody. Some days you're going to have to shut me out. You got to shut out YouTube. You just got to shut it down and then go on your journey. But it's nothing wrong with coming out that hole after a couple of days, because don't stay down too long. One thing about this is balance. As good as it's light, there's darkness, and you have to balance things out. And with that being said, you have to make sure that you are doing things equal. So just as quick as you go into those dark shadow moments, you have to come back and go into those light moments. Okay, so that's important with the healing. I needed to tell you guys that. That's like really important. And then what else was I gonna say? Crystals and candles. I got really into crystals and candles. YouTube helped me a lot with the meditation. Like morning, noon, night, and day. That's all you hear is that. Like so I do the I suggest the clearing of the chakras meditation that you listen to. Go to sleep with it on loud in the room. Sage your room. I believe in opening up the windows when you sage. I believe everybody should sage every day. That's just me. And that's just not me because I'm a white witch. It's just because that's what people coming in and out your house. Your kids going to school, they bringing back spirits, demons. So we sage every day. What else I was going to say? Sage and crystals. The crystals, sunbathing them is good. Putting them under the moon is good. I place my crystals on my chakras. So, I do my forehead. I lay it on my heart. I do all this stuff. So that helps a whole lot. I know that for sure because I just got a reading. And it was a twin flame journey reading. And she just told me how healed I was. And I'm just so proud of myself. Like, she said I had a healthy heart. A healthy freaking heart. Me. Toxic me. Finally got a healthy heart, right? Yeah, I'm all geeked up. But yeah. So those are just some tips. You let me know if those help. Like I say, opening the window, saging. I pray in the morning. I pray at night. I listen to a lot of spiritual music. I cut off the world. I don't even know what's being on TV now. And that's just, I went deep within. And people sometimes have problems with leaving people alone. I don't know if you could be celibate for 14, 15, 16 months, 2 years. I don't know if you could do that. That's the thing. So, and that's what that brought about the change, I stopped being around demons and my skin cleared up and my hair grew back and my spirit felt better. And I got a clean bill of health from the spiritual doctor. So, but yeah, I just want to take about 10, 15 minutes to go over some things. If you got any questions, guys, you let me know. I hope this helps some with healing, spiritual baths, praying while you bathe, talking to the angels. I believe in that. Those are all little things that I did that helped me heal. It, it was hard to do, but even every morning for me, can you get a reading or a question? You can get a question when I go back on live for questions. Because I'm about to end this live now. Okay, guys. Well, yeah, I just wanted to hit you guys up and, go over some things or whatever. I got Leo, Taurus, Pisces to do. And a couple other things to do. Let me call my kids out too. And I'll be back to do more tarot for you guys. I'm sending you love and light. I hope this helps some. I'm Phoenix Rising. Till next time. Bye.